Hello and welcome to Mike's Garage. If you've already subscribed to our channel, thank you very much. If you haven't, please do. And when you do, if you do, be sure and tap on the little notification bell so you'll be notified every time we put up a new video. We also appreciate things like likes. That's good stuff for us too. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. I got to tell you, it's been a while since I've seen it. You know, you guys think you see me on the YouTube channel. I'm going right back through the what would you call it, the monitor. Right through the monitor looking at you. I miss you guys too. But we have been seriously busy. Yep. No complaints. All the things that we had to take care of are just starting to wind up and finish now. Everything is much better than it was. And it's going to be great. Everything is fine. We had a lot of well wishes from a lot of people saying, hey, what's wrong with you, man? Are you okay? Yes, we're okay. And all is good. Basically, when things get a little difficult, look around you and see people with much bigger problems. Mm-hmm. Ours are the only one that was tough. The only one that's really been tough for me has been Sonia. Sonia broke her toe. And Sonia, being my favorite puppy dog in the whole world, that's not real easy to take. But we've been at it, and I've got instructions from the vet because I've gotten pretty knowledgeable about this through the whole ordeal. But I get to take her bandages off on Tuesday. And I'm exercising her a little bit at a time, and her leg is getting way better, and everything is going to be cool. My life is very simple. If my dog is happy, I'm happy. Okay, we took care of all of that. That takes care of everything. And now I have to get caught up on my own maintenance on my own machines. Yep. Which is basically what happens anyway. I hope everyone understands that what I show is whatever I'm doing. I'm so busy just doing the normal things that I do that I can't just stop what I'm doing and go do something completely different. I've shown the things that I'm showing right now, I've shown before, and will probably show them again because they're the things that I need to do. Now, right now, what happened is I was out riding my bike the other day, my Shovelhead, and my left hand started getting so sore from pulling that clutch, and I'm just going, my clutches always are better than that.
My birthday.
Yes, that was on your birthday. Yeah. Yes, Mike is now officially old. Anyway.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, it was fun. I like that.
I got the T-shirt.
Yep. Got him the T-shirt. Okay. It says, we won't say what it says. That's all right. Anyway, moving right along, my left hand was getting very sore operating the clutch, so I got home and I put it up in the air, and I said, okay, we'll do a video on this thing. It's been so hot, and there have been so many things to do that we haven't had time to do videos. We were going to do the video, get all ready to do it, and I didn't have a throwout bearing in stock, and no other shop in the area did, and so I had to wait for one to come from, I don't know, the back east somewhere, I don't know, but we have the throwout bearing now, and what I'm going to do is put it on now. Now, on a lot of these bikes, like this, my Shovelhead here, this is a 77, and I have a 6-speed in it, a Baker 6-speed, that the wonderful Bert Baker built for me about 20 years ago. This is one of the first 10 6-speeds that he did for Shovelheads. And I wouldn't say I've had it a long time, but I wore out the bearings in it once already. I wore all the bearings out in it and I had to tear it.
I had to harden the rod for you too, didn't I?
What's that?
I had to harden the tip for one of your...
Oh no, that was for a clutch. That was for one of the... No, that's a whole other deal. Let's not go off into that. Don't do that to me. Anyway, so this thing is a 6-speed. It uses a 4-speed Kickstarter. There was not quite enough room for me to put an early type throwout bearing in it, so I'm keeping the old original modern one in there. Normally I put the old type throwout bearings in here. But anyway, here's the rod, the push rod, and I'm going to install the bearing on it. Now let's see, one of the things that happens to these is this is the oil slinger, and you can see the shape of that hole. This hole used to look like this hole.
Wow.
So that it would go like that.
Wow.
Okay, that fits. And what happens is they wear out, and like everything else, they just wear out. Anyway, so once you put that piece on, then you put a bearing race on there. This all comes in the kit. And then once you do that, and you put this little brass bushing in the middle of that. Isn't that nice? Then we put the bearing on it. You see those little rollers?
Wow.
Okay. And there it is. Now, there's another thing I don't really like. Now, this is just me complaining because I can. I really don't like, this is not a bad snap ring. That's a pretty good one. That's an E-type. They also have other little bitty ones that come on these that I think is one of the reasons these things go bad. No, that's another E-type. Anyway, there's different ones. The ones I like have eyes on the ends of them. And I found them somewhere. I don't remember where. What? Did that?
I just stepped on.
Okay. Okay. All right, there we go. This is the snap ring I'm going to show now. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we have the bearing on here. We have the races on it. And now we need the appropriate size snap ring. And there it is. And that one is not going to come off.
Wow, that was easy too.
Well, okay.
Nice.
It was easy for me because I have a pair like this.
Yeah.
That's the smallest one in the set of reversible snap ring pliers from Snap-on. And they're really nice, and that just went on there exactly like it was supposed to. Now, most people would look at this and say, well, you're not going to put that on without lubing it, are you? I certainly am. And the reason I am is because it doesn't matter. Because once this thing is assembled, then you pour the oil in it, and this will be submerged in oil.
Uh-huh.
So there it is. That went on. Okay? So let me get whatever else belongs in here. How about we put a new gasket on it? Now, I'm sorry I took this apart without showing everybody, but I was searching for a problem and I found it. And that's why we have what we have right now. And this is not a real expensive bunch of parts. I don't think it was over $25, $30. I don't remember. But that's the whole kit. The oil slinger, which is this. You know, no, that's on all the way. It's not spinning on it no matter what you do. I just felt like it was going to spin on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. It's
seated.
It's seated. It's seated fine on there. Which is what I expected, but I thought it was going to be. Just now, I did a re-expectation. Expectation, yes. Okay, so let's wipe this out of here, just so we don't leak it all over the place as we're putting on a new gasket. Pardon?
Change grip here.
What's that? Oh, he just thumped his arm. You know, we're both getting pretty rusty, Mike. I mean, really.
While we make videos, I'm forgetting how to hold the camera.
That's, you know.
Bumping into everything.
Well, you know, it's just like me. Everything I do, they blame on me.
I forgot where everything was.
Yeah, well.
Oh, man.
I did find a stack of gaskets in my parts room, though, so I'm very happy about
Who
that.
named it the funny bone?
Some joker. Did you like that? Some joker? I thought that was pretty good.
I'm in pain. I'm not laughing.
That's your problem.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah, yeah. It's good to be obnoxious. Okay. There we go. Does that look right? No, it doesn't. It does not.
Children call it snot.
No, no, please don't. Okay.
Yes, that was thunder.
Yes, I believe. There, now, does that look better? Yes, it does.
It does.
Okay.
We're sitting underneath a thundercloud right now.
Yeah, that and smoke.
Oh yeah, the forest fire.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I did one of these on a video a couple years back, and it was really funny because the way the light was shining, it was glaring off of the gasket. So nobody saw the gasket there. All they saw was the glare. I can't tell you how many people wrote in to ask me why I didn't put a gasket in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it just about drove me nuts. But anyway, there it is. To all who are interested, there's the gasket. Okay? Now let's see. What we need now is the kicker. Now, people ask me quite often why I don't have a kicker arm on my Kickstarter. And it's a good question. And the answer to it is I don't need it because I have, there we go, let's get this out of the way. Okay, can you see that now?
I'm trying to get in there, yeah.
Okay, now, I put the kicker arm on just for the purpose of showing this. You see this big stud right here? It's going to rest against here. Mm-hmm. So we have to wind the kicker arm. I try to explain this in the comments section, and it's a little difficult to explain to someone how to do it. But what you're doing, because I can show it now, it's in my hands, is you're putting that stud in the right place. Mm-hmm. Right now my body is holding that kicker arm out. Okay, now we'll put this right here. Okay, and the throwout bearing is going to go against that arm there. Okay?
Mm-hmm. You gotta pick it like a fork.
It's not like a fork.
It is a fork.
Yeah, that's right. Now, isn't that something? Now we're going to take this.
You got it.
Yeah.
I thought the bottom wasn't on. Good job.
You like that? Not my first barbecue.
So you use your body to hold the arm in position. You two hands to twist the cover.
Yeah, I guess. You know, it's funny. I almost don't know how to say it. Yeah. It's so much easier to just show it.
I'm helping you.
Yeah, and it's really hard when somebody writes in and asks the question about putting that on and getting that arm clocked in the right position. Yeah. And it's a good question. I mean, don't hesitate to ask. I just sometimes wish I could explain it just a little bit better, you know? Mm-hmm. Now, see, once we get two of these on, then it'll hold itself in place. Okay? See? But this is the way it's done. Now this is a bracket that goes right here.
box.
Yeah. Yeah, this is, see, when you put a 6-speed on one of these, you only have so much space, and you do what you have to do to make it all work. This is an original bracket that I actually cut down to fit, and it works rather well. And this is a bolt here instead of a nut on a stud, because I don't know, it's this set of pipes or a different set of pipes I had on it at the time that necessitated more room there. And that's what I did. Okay, now, there's another thing here I kind of like to show off. When you're putting a 6-speed in one of these, or you're building a chopper, whatever it is, whatever your combination is, you run out of space. I mean, there's only so much real estate here, and you're trying to make this fit and that fit and something else fit. For instance, there's this battery box bracket. There's, here's the arm, the clutch arm.
I was gonna say, that's probably the main one.
Well, it's one that's not real easy, okay? But what I was going to say is, one of the things that always drives me nuts is the arm will be too low. And years ago, when I first started doing this stuff, like 40 years ago, I'd fire up the torch, I'd heat up the arm, and I'd say, I'll make that thing fit. I'll raise it so it'll fit. Mm-hmm. And then I had a sudden attack of common sense one day and realized if I just wanted to raise the arm a little bit, all I needed was a washer that I could file a square hole in. Oh. All you do is file, you can see the right size of that washer. And if you look at my knucklehead, you'll see a big one on there. And my pan head has one on it. And it gets that arm, when the arm is sitting in there, it gives it a place to go. Another thing I forgot to mention, which I'm going to mention right about now, is let's see here, is whatever you do, be sure before you start a job like this, you disconnect the battery.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's see what we got to do here. And there that is, it's on there. Not bad, huh?
Wow. Not bad.
Okay, I thank you for showing that. Like I said, there's little things that you just got to kind of put up with. And we can do that. You know what? I put that on the wrong side. I did. That's better. Okay. Much better, huh?
Kicker arm.
Okay, oh, here.
Ta-da.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't usually run a kicker arm on this bike. This is the only bike I have that I ride that has an electric starter, which I think is quite a luxury. I mean, there's times when I really like that thing, you know? And I put an electric starter on it that is a modern piece of equipment. It's got a whole heck of a lot more power than the original starter had.
Oh, yeah, that little one, yeah.
Well, it's the same size. It's probably smaller. This starter is smaller than an original.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got more power, and I don't have any problems with it. It just really makes me happy. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing rare. Or, it's just a really quality piece. It's actually a Drag Specialties brand, and it's been very good to me. Anyway, so here I finally remembered how all these little pieces go. Too many little pieces sometimes. But you can see now that the battery's on and hooked up, or not hooked up, but the arm is on and all of that. And we can just put these on here. There's about 9 of them. Not about, exactly. Okay. And so that pretty much shows how to install that throwout bearing. Now all I need to do is hook up the clutch cable, which I don't think anyone needs to see me do that. That's no big deal. I usually reach in from the other side with a pair of long-handled needle nose pliers, like about that long, and I reach in there and I wiggle that
black
cable.
handles?
No, the big red ones. They're snap-ons.
I was going to say, you're not going to find them.
Oh, you took my...
I borrowed it.
You borrowed them, yeah, okay. That's all right. I'm not going to get real rude about it because when he figures out how many things I borrowed from him, I won't be able to give him a bad time. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, let's see, what else did I do here? Let's see, I had to pull the exhaust pipe to get this Kickstarter off. So everyone who has never seen them before is going to ask about my cylinder heads. So would you get a close-up of the exhaust port there, Mike?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now that is a 3-stud exhaust port as opposed to a single stud, which is what Shovelheads come with. But these heads are STD heads. I know they weren't making them for a long time. I don't know if they're making them again or not, but they're really, really nice cylinder heads. But they were made by STD, and they're, like I said, they're real quality stuff. And my good friend Dave Mackey also touched them up a little bit too.
Yep.
Yippery. And Mike likes to ride next to me because when I pull the front wheel off the ground, he can't wait to see whether or not it's going to go down.
Yep. I like the look on your face going, oh, hey.
Yeah, I didn't figure on that. I'm not one of those wild trick riders that runs around.
You're not a wheelie.
I'm not a wheelie guy. This is not. I mean, I wheelie am not.
You sometimes forget how happy she is, and the front wheel starts coming off the ground.
Yeah, she does once in a while. You know, get in a hurry and forget. You just forget once in a while. Okay, so that's all 9 of them. And, of course, everybody got to see the 3 exhaust studs on those STD heads. So I think we've showed everything, except I'm going to go over this and tighten it up. And that should be it. Other than that, I don't know what I just dropped, but other than that...
I see a washer.
Do you? There it is now.
Yep, that's it.
Thank you. That's one of the exhaust stud washers. I've got some real pretty nuts and washers there. So anyway, that's all stainless. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. Now you know how to put in a throwout bearing. Like I said, this is the exact same as a 4-speed. This is what people like to call a 6 and a 4-speed because it is a 6-speed in a case that fits a 4-speed frame. So there she is. And other than that, I guess that's it for now. I would like to mention that we do have our shirts. If you're interested in a shirt, what you want to do is to email pacificmike.com, which is where our shirts are. And we also have baseball caps. And that's about it, I think, for now. Let's see, do we have anything new to show? Not really at the moment. But we got more new stuff coming always. And I don't even know what events are coming up. I'm like way out of the loop. I haven't done anything with everybody. I'm going to try to make Long Beach this month. Long Beach swap meet at the Vets Stadium in Long Beach. And that's great. That's the third Sunday of every month. So hopefully we'll be there this month. And until then, we'll see you out on the road.